Alright guys, today's goal, the learner will understand direct variation. Alright, so two variables x and y show direct variation provided y equals a times x and a is not 0. So the slope can never be 0. The non-zero number a is called the constant of variation. See, these are things we need to know because it might say find the constant of variation, okay? And y is said to vary directly with x. The equation y equals 5x is an example of direct variation. The constant of variation is 5. The equation y equals x plus 5 is not an example of direct variation because that plus 5. Okay, so let's look at some problems here. It says, tell whether the equation represents direct variation. If so, identify the constant of variation. So here's the thing. See how these both have y equals? That means we need to get this y equals. So how do I get rid of this minus x? I add it over. So I get y equals x plus 1. Okay, so here's the thing. Direct variation. See how it's just, and the example up here is just y equals 5x? See how there's that extra plus? The extra plus here, not? So the answer to this is no. Okay, so let's look at this one. If I solve it for y, subtract 2x. So it is. Y varies directly with x based on -2 there, so you would say yes. Okay. Here, subtract the 4x. Divide by the -5. It's just something times x, so yes, it is. Okay. Let's take a look at some more. Alright, it says direct variation graph, so graph the direct variation equation. Alright, so first thing we need to do, we need to draw a little graph. And then, second thing we need to do here, so remember, m 2 over 1, b 0. Direct variation always goes through the origin and begins at 0, 0. Up 2, right 1, or you could go down 2, left 1. Fill the graph. So these are just linear equations that you graph. They always start at 0, 0, and then you move the slope. Let's take a look at some more examples. It says the graph of a direct variation equation passes through the point 4, 6. Write the direct variation equation and find the value when x equals 24. Find the value of y when x equals 24. So here's the thing. We have to remember, direct variation equation, y equals mx. Okay? Well, we have an x and we have a y up here. So if I plug those in, I get 6 equals m times 4. Divide by 4. So you get 3 over 2 equals m. So now we got to write our equation. So y equals 3 over 2x. Plug in the 24. Y equals 3 over 2 times 24. So y equals 36. So let's take a look at some more examples, guys. Alright, so properties here. So properties of the graph of direct variation equation. The graph of a direct variation equation is a line through the origin. The slope of the graph y equals ax is a. So see how this is going uphill? Because if I come at it from left to right to stay on the line, I have to keep moving up as I move right. This one's going downhill. Here a is always positive, here a is always negative. Okay? So this says the number of S tablespoons of sea salt needed in a saltwater fish tank varies directly with the number W gallons of water in the tank. A pet shop owner recommends adding 100 tablespoons of salt to a 20-gallon tank. write the direct variation equation that relates W and S. How many tablespoons of salt should be added to a 25-gallon fish tank? So the key piece here was S varies directly with W. So remember, direct variation was Y varies directly with X. So this equation is going to be S equals A times W. Well, they told you that 100 equaled, we don't know the constant, for 20 gallons. Okay? So now we need to solve that for the constant. So divide by the 20. A equals 5. So now we know our equation is S equals 5W. And they say for 25 gallons, so that's right here. So S equals 125 tablespoons. That's what TBS is. Okay? And write the direct variation equation. So there's our two answers. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, ratios. Here it says the direct variation equation y equals ax can be written as y divided by x equals a for x not equal to 0. So in direct variation, the ratio of y to x is a constant for all non-zero data pairs x and y. Okay? So it says the table C shows the cost of downloading songs on an internet music site. Explain why C varies directly with x. So look what we have set up here. 2.97 divided by 3, 4.95 divided by 5, 6.93 divided by 7. They all equal the same, so it is a constant. If the table didn't all, if these did not all equal each other, it would not be a constant. So see how this constant is C? That's how they got this equation. So let's look at a problem here. It says, suppose the website charges $1.99 for the first 5 songs to download, then 99 cents per song after that. Is it reasonable to use direct variation? No. And that's because the $1.99 is going to add, because you're going to have this. You're going to have $1.99 for 5 songs. And then for 6 songs, it's going to be $2.98. And $1.99 divided by 5 does not equal 6 or $2.98 divided by 6. So therefore it is not direct variation. There is no constant. Okay? We'll see you guys in class.